When it comes to video games, the James Bond franchise has had a really weird time of it. It's gone from incredible groundbreaking games like GoldenEye to giant pieces of shit like Quantum of Solace. The series has run the quality gamut. Unlike both of those games I just mentioned, which are first-person shooters, the game we're looking at today, Everything or Nothing, takes place entirely from the third-person perspective. It's not based on any movie in particular, though it does still star Pierce Brosnan as Bond, Judi Dench as M, hell, it even has John Cleese in his role as Q. And while it's important for any licensed game to feel like what it came out of, I feel like it's even more important for a James Bond game. Without its aesthetic, the James Bond films lose a lot of their appeal, making it a core aspect of any sort of franchise thing. And Everything or Nothing emulates that aesthetic about as well as a video game could hope to. Seriously, this game has it all. It's got the theme song with the name of the game with the chorus, crazy shootouts in exotic locations, weird futuristic gadgets that seem barely useful in a real-world scenario, elaborate vehicle chases. It even has a sneering villain played by perennial bad guy Willem Dafoe. Seriously, this is about as Bond as you can get, especially for the Brosnan era. Of course, you need more than set dressing and aesthetic goodwill to make a good video game. It needs to play well. And that's where this game stumbles hard. When this game came out, it was still pretty standard for third-person shooters to have lock-on type controls. Everyone did it the way Grand Theft Auto did it. The problem with this lock-on system, and really just about any lock-on system, is that sometimes it straight up doesn't work. And while there are some awesome vehicle sequences, the majority of this game is played on foot, shooting dudes using the lock-on system. When something is your one core mechanic, you should get it right, and Everything or Nothing doesn't. My biggest problem is how the whole system works. After you lock on, you can free aim a little bit, which in theory would allow you to target different parts of the enemy after locking on. The problem is that the aim within a lock-on doesn't actually lock on itself, allowing you to completely miss the target you're locked onto, which can happen often in hectic firefights. I would have much preferred if the game would have either used lock-on or free aim, not try and use both. And really, the system wasn't bad at the time. The problem is, it's much harder to ignore going back and playing it now. It might seem like I'm spending an inordinate amount of time talking about this one mechanic, but it is the most important mechanic in the entire game, the thing you spend the most time doing. So, whether or not you should personally play this game comes down to your ability to tolerate mechanical bullshit. If, like me, you play a lot of retro games on a regular basis, it's probably okay, and completely worth dealing with the lock-on jankiness occasionally in order to see the atmosphere and awesome set pieces this game has to offer. On the other hand, if you're used to playing more modern stuff, or just don't think the mechanical struggle is worth it, avoid this game completely. If you do decide to pick this one up, as far as I can tell, all three versions of the game on PS2, Xbox, and GameCube are basically identical, despite a few graphical differences that always existed. So it really just comes down to controller preference and whichever version you can get cheapest. And this game is damn cheap on the used market, so that shouldn't be a problem. Every Monday, I look at a game that's at least 10 years old, what I would consider retro, and I see if it's held up today. Because that's what you care about as the person watching this video in 2015. Should I play this game now? If you like that idea, be sure to subscribe so you can see my latest videos. If you like this video in particular, be sure to hit that like button, and thanks for watching.